Good evening, YouTube. This is Nario de Harris. I am now beginning the daunting task of reviewing the Star Wars Clone Wars 2008 Cartoon Network series. Beginning all the way back with Episode 1. Okay, so this episode, being the pilot episode, isn't a very good or engaging episode. It centers around Yoda proving to the Troydarian planet that the Republic can offer better protection than the Separatists, because Yoda's on his way there, I guess, to offer protection. But the Separatists arrive before he does in the form of Asajj Ventress and Count Dooku via hologram, who want the Troydarians on their side. So, since the Troydarians are uncertain, Asajj Ventress proposes this challenge to see if Yoda can hold his own against the power of the Separatist army. Now, Yoda apparently lands a good way away from where the delegation was supposed to meet, and he agrees to fight through an onslaught of battle droids released by Asajj Ventress to prove that he is capable of holding his own against the Separatists, that the Republic can defeat the Separatists, to give the Troydarians assurance that they are joining the winning team. There's a few good scenes that establish the clones as individuals. You know, I imagine when they were, Cartoon Network or whoever was commissioned to make this series, the writers of it probably thought, oh great, George Lucas gave us boring clones versus boring robots, and that's our show. But they decided to sort of ignore this and give all of the clones individual personalities and characteristics. And they deal with a lot of that throughout the series. Are these clones just, bodies to be expended in this war? Do they have a mind of their own? There's a lot of cool things that they do with the clones in this series that, were never featured in the movies, of course, because they sucked. And they even give the droids individual personalities. Kind of doesn't make sense, but it's for kids, so I just kind of ignore that part. It's kind of dumb, but whatever. My main concerns with this show is the usage of Yoda's lightsaber skills. I hated that was in Episode 2. I hate that they continue that right off the bat with this series, showing Yoda using his little rinky-dink lightsaber that's like the size of a toy lightsaber that you buy at Target. I just think that his character is so much above that. He's above being the field agent and, resorting to violent means. He's the wise Jedi, and he needs to rely more on Force powers. That's what he was in the original trilogy. He proved that you didn't have to be a great warrior to be strong with the Force, and that being strong with the Force meant more than military might. And I just hate how that's what he's become with the prequels. Okay, also, something that seems very out of character to me is Dooku's portrayal in this series. Yeah, he supported the Separatists and he learned the ways of the dark side, but I never thought that he was a sociopathic evil murderer. He just orders Asajj to kill that Troydarian guy because he winds up siding with the Republic, and I don't think that Dooku was quite that crass, really. He was very smart and eloquent and knew how to play the game. I don't really think that he resorted to these underhanded tactics that they show. When he was fighting Anakin and Obi-Wan, he didn't try any real underhanded tactics. He was fighting them in a duel, so yeah, he was trying to win, but he didn't, he didn't try to shoot them with a gun or do anything like that. So that seems very, they made him like the evil Count character in this first episode, and that really bothers me. Now, I do enjoy Asajj. She is the evil, bloodthirsty, somewhat maniacal character in this. And that is her purpose. That is her character. She's cool. She's always been a favorite of mine. I love the Ratataki race. I play a Ratataki in SWTOR. Look me up sometime if you want. But yeah, this is my review of the first episode. Is that it's not a great episode overall, especially to introduce the series with. It's somewhat boring. Yoda, while being a great character, is not, to me, who this show is about. You know, this is more, of course, about the Clone Wars and the people who fought in them. Mainly, it should be about Obi-Wan and Anakin, and focus on them. So it's funny to me that they did not feature in the pilot episode. I don't know why they didn't. It probably had to do with money and stuff. I have no idea. But I'm looking forward to watching the rest of the series and reviewing it. Of course, there's a lot of filler episodes. Those will probably get much shorter reviews than the better episodes. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Let me know your opinions on the show, and where you stand on anything that I talk about. I know a lot of this is controversial within the Star Wars fan base, so I enjoy talking about it and hearing others' opinions. Thanks again. This has been Nario de Harris reviewing Episode 1 of Season 1 of The Clone Wars. Bye, YouTube.